What is a manifesto?
The term manifesto means a public declaration of intentions.
I love teaching because I love learning. When I was in 3rd grade, I knew that I wanted to be a teacher. School was my safe place where I could learn and do anything, and I knew I wanted to make the learning experience in elementary school as amazing for other kids as it was for me. My goal as a teacher is to help children enjoy school and develop a love of learning that lasts a lifetime. School is a place for learning, but also for enjoyment. It is a place for children to grow mentally, socially, emotionally, physically, psychologically, and in every other dimension possible. The purpose of schooling is to learn basic academics such as math, reading, writing, science, and history. However, learning how to socialize with others, to make friends and to be a good friend, to learn not only from the teacher but also from peers, and to gain confidence in abilities is crucial as well. It is not all about what teachers impart on their students, but also what students impart on themselves. As a teacher, my goal is not to push so much information into my students' minds that they are overwhelmed and cannot comprehend the material. Rather, I must provide my students with enough opportunities and engagement so that they can construct knowledge for themselves. Children absorb knowledge like sponges, and they do so without an adult spoon-feeding it to them. As long as children are guided in the right direction, they will construct knowledge, learn, and grow on their own. It is my responsibility as an educator to provide students with the experience and tools they need to be able to learn independently. The purpose of schooling is not necessarily to give children knowledge, but to help them develop the ability to construct knowledge. I believe that in today's world, the school experience should develop 21st century learners and thinkers. Part of learning is technology, learning to use technology and using technology to learn. And every child is unique. Because children have their own personalities and are their own people, there is no one correct way to teach. Just as some children learn visually, others learn better through auditory stimuli, physical activity, and so on. My Learning Manifesto centers around 3 main ideas. 1. Learning is unique for each learner and can take on many forms. 2. Learning is achieved through engagement. 3. Learning is a constant, lifelong process. I believe that digital learning is the now and the future. From my personal experience, technology, when used appropriately, increases student engagement, gives learners more opportunity, and has the potential for increased collaboration. Digital learning benefits both teachers and students. Teachers are able to teach in different ways to reach more students. Students are able to learn more efficiently and effectively. It also presents the opportunity for more digital creativity. Additionally, both students and teachers have digital content that can be revisited for review throughout the year and beyond, whereas papers get thrown out eventually. Digital learning also contributes to the sharing of ideas. Teachers can share what worked and didn't with other teachers, and students can share their work with each other virtually or work together. Teachers can also learn digitally through online programs and learning networks. This is not to say, however, that digital learning is always the answer. Sometimes, students should still feel a paper book in their hands and the feel of a pencil or crayon between their fingers. In their lives, students will be expected to work with a variety of different materials, and they need to be prepared for that. There needs to be a balance between technology and other hands-on interactive methods. In addition, technology is an enhancement to the teacher, not a replacement. Teachers should not be using technology as a crutch or a time filler, but rather an opportunity for authentic learning experiences that are inaccessible otherwise. I intend to share this message with my school community. Within my organization, I want to be a digital resource. Many teachers are overwhelmed at the thought of going digital, and I want to help them see the benefits and take steps to incorporate digital elements into teaching and learning in their classroom. Many teachers want to use technology and embrace digital learning, but don't know how. I will be a resource and a support system for them. I want my school to develop 21st century learners, and that will begin with digital learning.
In my classroom, I use digital learning as much as possible. I use Google Classroom to share information with my students, post assignments, and start discussions. I often post a variety of links related to the content area and give students time to explore. I also use Google Docs for a variety of things, but my most notable is Writing Wednesday, in which students are given a picture and asked to write creatively about the picture. With Google Slides, students have made their own presentations about vocabulary, the solar system, electricity, and more. I use Google Forms for quick formative assessments to check my students' understanding. In addition to the Google Suite, I utilize numerous online programs and websites in my digital learning classroom. Quizzes, reviews, or assesses content in a competition-like way. Prodigy and SumDog are online math programs that my fourth graders enjoy. Read Theory gives students reading passages at their level and then asks questions about them, tracking the data. And No Red Ink helps my students with grammar and writing concepts. In my classroom, my students also have the opportunity to practice coding on code.org and collaborate with peers to create collections of content on Padlet. Digital learning is not an event in my classroom, but rather an everyday component.
There are issues, however, surrounding digital learning and leading. On a global level, but particularly on a national level, technology is constantly changing. It is difficult for schools to keep up with the new products due to budget, space, and training required. Technology that was purchased 5 years ago may be considered a dinosaur when the next new thing is released. This is also difficult for teachers. Although teachers need to be flexible as education is always changing, needing to learn new technology every few years is a challenge, especially for those that view technology as negatively overwhelming. This leads to my next issue, which is relevant regionally for me in Western Pennsylvania. Change is good, but change is hard. This is no different for teachers, and many teachers are resistant to the changes that technology brings, particularly in my region where teachers are older and the community has a somewhat antiquated lifestyle. Many teachers wonder if technology is worth the challenges it brings. In my opinion, it certainly is, as the benefits far outweigh the challenges. Digital learning has the potential to enhance what is already working in education and fix what is not. Currently in education, I feel that content and standards is working. The Common Core standards, when used correctly, ensure that students learn what they need to know and are encouraged to use different methods in doing so. They are learning the why behind the what. Digital learning can enhance this because it gives students more opportunity to practice content from a different perspective and apply it. Additionally, differentiation and personalized learning is working. Students are able to learn at their level in preferred ways. Digital learning can enhance this through online programs that provide data to measure student progress and give students work at their academic level. On the other hand, something that is not working in most educational settings is the opportunity for innovation and creativity, as it is often minimal or non-existent. Students need the opportunity to develop and create, not sit, listen, and write. Technology gives students the opportunity to develop and create, and the opportunities are truly endless. Students are able to be 21st century problem solvers and develop critical thinking skills. Digital learning is the answer to many issues in education. I believe in learning, I believe in teaching, I believe in digital learning and leading.